Yo, welcome back to another episode of Perspectives with Big Bro. I'm your host, comedian Lonnie.
I'm the Flash.
How you feeling, Black man?
Good, man. Hey, we were gone for a minute.
Gone for a little bit.
We didn't take a week off. If you follow our Instagram page,
Went live
we
on
went
that.
live for like a whole hour. With Mimi Laceman. She came through again.
Yep.
Went live. Guys, check it out. You know,
Last episode. Check that out. The female perspective, we called it. So if y'all, typing it in. What the world been talking about, bro? What folk arguing about this week?
women delusion.
That's all. That's every week. I feel like.
I saw something that Corey Hartnett got on. They was like, man, how you feel after the divorce? He was like, I had to build myself back up. He said, I was heartbroken. I was crushed. Mm-hmm. I had to go see my babies down the street. Mm-hmm. And I saw women talking about, oh my gosh, he's gaslighting her, and this is gaslighting at its best. Be like, wait a minute.
You can't talk about your feelings, bro.
So you mean tell me, I spent 20 years with this woman, damn near. This lady says she not happy no more.
Damn, it's been 20 years they've been together?
Damn near, they was together for a long ass time.
Damn.
They weren't together no 5 years.
Yeah, shit.
Their kids, teenagers, damn near.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they went together no little bit of time.
Yeah.
And he said, man, I was heartbroken, bro. He said, man, I was heartbroken. Like,
bro, that shit got to be rough, bro.
Hey, man, for somebody to take your kid, think about it. Oh, they got married in 2008.
Damn. Yeah, so it was about to be 20 years.
Bro. Man, that boy said, well, you don't know. And some friends asked me the question, who takes breakups harder, men or women? I said men do, because when a dude really, really invests in you, mm-hmm. And I ain't talking about some put you on and buy you a house and get you a job and make it rain on your birthday. When a nigga
thought you were his forever, bitch.
Not even if you think you're forever. He loves you enough to invest in you. Make sure that you're able to do the things that you need to do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Even though he ain't got to hash out his resources anymore. Yeah. His emotions still fucked up because you cared about somebody so much that this motherfucker told you that you wasn't enough. And that's the thing about making people happy. Mm-hmm. And I hear women so much talk about, oh my gosh, because men leave relationships. Who filed for divorce? Like, stop talking about your feelings and go into the facts. Go dig into them books. Go down to the legislature offers. Go down to see who's really, really filing for these divorces. Let's go down and figure out who really leaving their relationships.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Could you imagine saying I do to somebody and then almost 20 years later they talking about
they ain't happy. Oh,
they want to see if the grass is green.
They want to see the grass green on the other side. Then here's the slap in the face. You're gonna leave me and take and destroy my home for you to go on some fucking dates with other niggas to see what it feels like.
To be entertained.
To be entertained by other niggas.
To get your adrenaline rush. But I'm telling you, marriage is a scary place, bro.
No, Chad Johnson, loving someone is a scary place.
Yeah.
Don't play it, man. Don't play it.
Yeah.
Don't play it.
It's wild. It's a crazy world we live in out here.
It's a crazy, messed up world.
The scariest things that you can deal with.
What's that?
Is when you find somebody new and you're having to compete against their past. Because I remember my grandma always told me, boy, you're going to meet women and women going to come into your life and they going to always have somebody from their past that will always have access to them. One person. Just one. Not a whole bunch of dudes, not a whole bunch. No, I'm talking about, baby, listen to me. I don't care. I don't care what she tell you. There will always be one person that will always have access to her no matter what she says to you. And another thing she said was every time you date somebody, you always have to remember you are really not the one she want to be with. The one she really want probably just wouldn't get his act together. And them two things, it stuck with me forever. The scariest.
And I told y'all last that That's why I kept saying, she ain't your girl. It's just your turn.
Mm-hmm.
I said that years ago. I was being funny one day. Me and London talking about shit in the shop years ago. It's before we even did the show. I mean, I probably said it a few times on the show. I said, these niggas should thank me. Half of these niggas got wise because I wouldn't act right.
You welcome.
You're welcome. You know what I'm saying? That's what.
Yeah, that's why you got to get on that Leonardo DiCaprio and Future plane. You got to catch them young. You are their baggage. You are the one that gets the access. But yeah, it's but do you think men also have that person too? That one.
Men don't have like a one person. Men have a one missed opportunity. Like
The one that got away.
not even the one that could. It's not a one who got away. It's the opportunity that got away. Because it's very rarely that you meet a line full of good women. Mm-hmm. Especially out in this climate. The older you get, the harder it is to meet. Mm-hmm. That's why we talk about relationships all the time. We talk about people getting married. I'm saying the probability, possibilities. The more baggage you come with, the more stuff you come with, the more kids you have, the more emotional damage you have, the more trauma you have, the more you haven't worked on yourself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not coming healed. Because you're looking for someone to complete your healing. Mm-hmm. And then basically, in completing your healing, he's basically almost competing against a nigga who ain't here.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Like, when you dating these chicks, real talk, if she had an ex-husband that they was together for a long time, but you know you're really competing with that ex-husband.
Mm-hmm. That's what
I ain't talking about all the bad stuff.
That's like the what's that girl Shawnee and the pastor and the Shaq situation.
Oh, you're competing like this, and the thing is, they try to make it seem like you're doing so much better. I'm doing so much better now with you, and because you love me differently. That's why the moment she said, "Well, I ain't think it's always I didn't think I loved them for real, but I love you more. But I gave them 5 kids, and I gave them all of this stuff, but I don't really think I love them for real."
Yeah. That's why I think it was kind of bullshit what she said about like, oh, I never loved him, and then Shaq took the great way out of like, yeah, I wouldn't have loved me. Yeah. What? It just be seeming like the aftermath. People be saying whatever, as if like they didn't physically go through it. It's just like, oh yeah, I was the young and dumb excuse, or I was okay. All right, or you just seen a nigga with a lot of money and opportunity.
I mean, women are opportunists.
But
we talk about hypergamy. We talk about dating up and across, up and down.
Yeah.
And he said it best. If you talk to your girl long enough, she'll mention another nigga.
For sure.
She's gonna mention experience she had with another guy. And she's gonna talk about it so grand and so great and so beautiful. And the man in you goes 2 different places. This separates your emotional intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Some guys say, damn, if you so great, why the hell you here? So he must not have been that great. Then the other part of you is like this, damn, I need to step my game up because, you know what I'm saying, I don't want her to think about him when she with me. But she's always going to think about that dude. You know why she's always going to think about that dude? Because she got imprinted on by that dude. Mm-hmm. That's why it's not good to date women who've been imprinted on and dated and all the other shit. And it's so amazing when you hear women say, like, you meet a girl and you guys are rocking or whatever the case may be. Her friends are like, girl, you should get out more. Why are you in the house? You should get out more and have more fun with us. And when you see that, you think to yourself, like, if she's been in the house with someone, with Joe Blow, mm-hmm. Why the fuck would she leave that to go outside with you? It ain't like you came back with something good. Mm-hmm. It's like you quit your job and now you're jobless.
Now you just on like unemployment.
Now you just unemployment. You're like, girl, quit your job and come out with us, and for you can focus on your goals.
Mm-hmm. But the crazy thing is, like, even using this example of like the unemployment, it's just like, yeah, it's unemployment. It's supposed to supplement your income. It's not your full income. You can't really progress on that income. You can't move fast. It's not like you can do any wealth building on the unemployment at all. So it's just like, yeah, you just went outside and you came back with
more bodies, more trauma, more niggas' phone numbers, more different niggas' experiences. That's why it's so like we talking to Mimi, and you know she was saying like, oh, the experience is the best teacher. I'm like, no, the smart person will learn from someone else's mistakes. Mm-hmm. Like I tell you about child support court.
Yeah.
Like I tell you about divorce court.
Yeah.
Now you sitting right next to a person who experienced that shit, and you experienced it, you a goddamn fool.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't have to. You literally have the knowledge, and you have primary source of like.
Yeah. That's like this. If you see your mama grew up in poverty,
yeah, which a lot of us did.
You saw your mama grow up making bad decisions. Why the hell will you make the same bad decisions? And then they'll call it once again the generational curse.
That's a
It's a generational curse. No, nigga, that's incompetence.
The same generational choice. That's what it is.
It's a generational choice.
Y'all are making a generational choice to stay here. Yeah, that'd be my biggest argument in all the people who haven't get in like the single parenthood. So it's like you were raised in single parenthood, and then you literally recreated the situation for the younger.
But the problem is, the difference between men and women is like, okay, since you accidentally gave her your sperm. You know what I'm saying? Because you miscalculated the next to the last pump. So
don't do it. Y'all niggas better get your pull-out game right.
So now, big boy verse. So now your consequence is whatever she wants to do, you have to be okay with it. Mm-hmm. And whatever she wants to do, once again, you gotta be okay with it. But whatever you want to do, no, it's gonna be a problem because it doesn't fit what she wants to do. Now you've given her power. You've now given her power that the nigga that she's in love with never gave her. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you hear women say stuff like, "Well, I was the nigga in the relationship."
Mm-hmm. We gonna see a surge of that like popping up soon here. I already know it's already on the horizon, and I just be like, when y'all be saying that, like, is that like a proud thing? Is that like a bragging right? Is that like a trophy to like do? So like when you say it, like let's say like a woman says it to me, is this supposed to be like, oh really? It turns me on. Like, is that supposed to be like one of them situations, or am I supposed to like, oh damn, let me come in and be better than this nigga since he
let me outwork her. But I tell people all the time, yeah, you making have a whole bunch of money. Yeah. And I was having this conversation, me and Rex talking about this shit. Yes, like yes, did 2 days ago. Anyway, we were talking about this shit, right? Women be like, yeah, I'm doing good because I'm making all this money. But if somebody can got them come and knock you upside your head and take your damn money, you won't have any more. Yeah. But the laws protect that from happening to you. So therefore, that's why you feel like you have so much power. Mm-hmm. Everything can be the same way until it comes to emotion and brawn. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying, and they act like black men are so violent. You know what I'm saying? But if we were so violent, we wouldn't have been slaves. Yeah. We were we're kind of violent towards each other because we are in hostile emotional environments that people pin each other against one another. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. In a system that's designed to,
and the system is designed to wipe you out.
Yep.
But you never know. We never transfer that on to the people, quote unquote, the oppressors. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We don't transfer nothing to oppressors. You know what I hate about black people the most is like, and I was watching. Have you ever seen Your Honor?
Mm-hmm. I've seen it years ago.
Okay. It's like we always gotta like be this forgiving. Like we always like got this forgiving spirit. This like ingrained. Like we got it for everybody outside of us though. Like so we don't have it for ourselves and the people in the community, but outside the community, boy, we'll go.
We is the most. We is the most. Hey, this white girl killed my brother. I'm gonna get on stage and hug her and say she doesn't.
And pray for him.
She doesn't need time. Man, I got little partners to work down there at the different courthouses. Mm-hmm. And he said, man, a couple of them said, hey, man, you know who the worst people down there are?
Who?
The black women. They're going to lock their asses up. Mm. He said, but the white judges, I'm not saying no, that my white dad. I love, you know what I'm saying, but I'm just saying. He was like, dude, they be thinking about the circumstance and really, really trying to course correct and help these guys. The sisters be like, oh, I'm gonna get this nigga 18 years.
Why do you think that is though? But I see that in jobs in general. Like when black people have jobs of power, we do tend to like it's like we forget that we black and we become a person. We lose our sympathy for like our own people.
Because here's the thing. Because everything we do is on a do I like you? Not do you do a good job? Do I like you? But the reason why you don't even like them, you don't even know them to not like them. Mm-hmm. But we operate on do I like you? And if I like you, you can be doing a fucked up job. Mm-hmm. But I'm still gonna hire you because I believe in you.
Yeah,
we're weird with that.
Yeah, I hate it, and it's almost like I feel like white people, so I was saying this, or like writers, even when they write TV shows, they know this forgiving, so because all of our characters have it, we always gotta like it'll be in your honor.
I mean, like when you write your shows and you watch a lot of the shows, think about it. It's never a very, very strong heterosexual, good-looking, strapping lead. He always some little short, angry dude or some chubby dude and some big dude. You know what I'm saying? And if the bigger he is, the softer he is. And if he's short and chubby, he's always mean. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, these serious. Even how they depict men characters versus women characters is also very interesting. It's
like she's really strong or she's really weak.
With or all the queen's men, she's the most powerful woman in the world. That's like crazy. But yeah, it's and me in movies and making movies, it's like that's a point of mine to like, no, I don't want none of these characters to be that. Some of them can do that if they serve a purpose of driving the story forward, but like overall, like, you know what was also crazy? How many black movies can you name, or with black people in them, where black people have won? Like they won in the outcome, or like the happily ever after was like a black person on top, like not in jail, not dead,
or not running from the police.
Yeah, like not on the run. Like it's always like all of our story. That's why I'm very interested to see the whole like even like Ghost and Power. So I know we kind of drifting off topic a little bit, but follow me. Even like the Ghost and Power thing, them coming to an end, because I think this will be one of our first opportunities to see a major drug dealer actually live.
But his thing though. They don't. It only goes two ways. You're dead or in jail.
I mean,
it's like this.
That is true.
But
that is true.
Though, and and I heard Charleston White say that this morning. I was watching stuff on YouTube, and he said, great example. He said, the kids mimic the rappers, and the rappers mimic the drug dealers. Mm-hmm. See, the rappers get to live on forever, but the person they're emulating doesn't. The kid doesn't realize that they're looking for someone else. Mm-hmm. So the kid thinks that Jay-Z is Sean Carter. You know what I mean? They think that you actually can make rap songs about selling all of these drugs for 20 years. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And crack is just gonna let you be a billionaire and be married to Beyonce. You know what I'm saying?
Life will be all right.
Hey, you get to steal the company from your homeboy. You can do all of this stuff and everything's gonna be A-okay.
Well, shit, maybe that's what they want to promote. So maybe that is.
It's not
the sauce for them.
But the crazy thing is, it's not. It's always a consequence to that shit.
Yeah, I agree. It's gonna cost you something for sure.
It's gonna cost you something.
It's definitely gonna cost you something. I don't want y'all.
And I promise you're not leaving with the money.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to run off on the plug twice and live in the sunset. There's no way. That's almost as if you're Jada Pinkett and Set It Off. You cut your locks off. You be a bald head and
get your G.
Get your G.
Yeah. It's very.
But if you notice, that's a woman living like that.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying we don't got a lot of stories where like the black people get to like go off. So I just want y'all to start paying attention to that. Just every story you watch with a black character in it or a black lead, just see how many times they actually get to win, where the system don't like win, or they don't have to like sacrifice who they are and do something weird. All of that. That's what I'm curious. Got another video for us. This comes from the good old brothers over at $1 Million Worth of Game.
Can a guy have less than you and you fuck with him?
Oh, why you saying low? I didn't hear you. You clear your throat.
Yeah, no.
No, I ain't hear you. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, no.
No,
I'm not. I have to have. I feel like that's one of my.
As a man, I feel like you just should have more than me. Like,
Yeah, because dating somebody that doesn't have more, they're gonna try to make you feel less than as a woman. That's how I feel genuinely. I know girls who are more dominant in the relationship as far as financial status, and their boyfriends try to dog them out just to make them feel like they not that bitch. And I never want to be a part of that. But if I'm gonna be in a relationship, I'd rather it be with somebody that I can actually, that could benefit me rather than somebody that's taken away from what I got going on. Because these men that don't have the financial status that you have, they are gonna try to just make you feel like you're not her. I've seen it. I have plenty of friends that got hella money and they got a regular guy.
It'd be so funny to me that like women will use this narrative of like, oh, like he dogged me out. He was like this. I made the money. Da 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 da. He couldn't handle it. He was insecure. But y'all never. One thing y'all never ever do is mention how y'all talk to niggas when y'all have money or power or an abundance of resources. Y'all always skip past how y'all treat people. Yeah. But it's always this thing of like, oh, he was dogging her out.
But the crazy thing, but here's the crazy thing behind that, right? You ready for this? You ready for this? They treat, but when they were a guy who got more than them, they get mad by how he treat them. Like, don't treat me like a second class citizen. I got money too. Mm-hmm. But your money is not my money.
I don't need your money.
But I don't need your money. That goes back to it's never ending. And we're the only race of people who talk about that shit so often. Everything we talk about. Oh, cause I ain't talking to nobody who ain't got no money. I ain't talking about who ain't got no money. Okay, so on average, women do not make more money than men. You may make more money than the men who are trying to talk to you, but the men who got more money than you don't want you. They don't want you. Because if they wanted you, you wouldn't be on podcasts talking about the guys you should be dating. Because you sell hair and you let a rap dude with some money ejaculate inside you and you had his child does not make you a boss. I'm sorry. I never understood this narrative. That's just like these young ladies let these quote unquote certain type of guys have sex with them and all the other stuff. Now your level of penis is this nigga who got this much money.
Billionaire penis only for you, huh?
And that's why you get passed around that whole circle.
Yeah.
That's why I don't applaud these people. That's why I don't applaud it, because you get passed around the circle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you got to get passed around the circle because it's not that many people with money. So like you literally have no choice.
That's the only people you got left. And then you'll say stuff like this. And she's a young girl. So when she get in her 40s and shit, after all that money, after all them surgeries, and after all the hair, and after all the trips, and you realize ain't nothing. You've usually been drugged and you don't bump coochie, and you don't got you became a masturbation pot for 20 years. You're gonna realize that none of that shit you're talking about matter.
Yeah.
Like you see Dre ass walking across the damn street carrying that damn, pushing that damn carton, and that nigga behind her like he her damn child, pulling his pants up, and she talking about something. I'm sitting like
the craziest.
Do y'all see this
video,
shit?
The craziest looking video.
Or you got Keisha, got Anthony Hamilton at this boy birthday party. This boy ain't no damn Anthony.
He don't know nothing about that. He might have heard a song or two when he was young.
That boy,
Maybe.
yeah, 'cause it give
Maybe.
him, it give him nostalgia of his goddamn of his mama or something.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Like, when we gonna stop playing?
Shit, damn near grandmama. His grandmama might have played Anthony Hamilton.
Hey
to be
man,
for real.
when we gonna stop playing?
Yeah, I think we'd be so unserious.
We be so like T.I. serious. I'm serious, so I'm serious. So I'm not serious.
Mm.
Come on, man. I heard that shit and I was just looking. I was just like, look how she talks. Oh, cause I met a guy who we ain't say go get a nigga who just don't go to work. Like y'all act like it's extremes.
Yeah. But that's all that a lot of women logic is built on extremes though.
In emotion.
Yeah. It's built on extremes. So you'd be like, you tell a girl who you tell a girl who makes $50,000 to go get with a nigga who drive trucks or a nigga who trash man, whatever. They got a problem with that because they're around the same level, but she don't want to be on that level. She trying to get to the upper level.
And here's the crazy thing. The guys up here don't want you. And then, because they don't want you, you're going to say it ain't that many up there. So how do you know who's up there? You ain't got one.
And then next is gonna be my anxiety and something else that's preventing you from. Oh my God, it's excuse on excuse on excuse. But do you think? And we talk about it all the time of like being a good person. But like, do you think it starts with us? I mean, I know it starts with at least training the kids so we can course correct at least of like just be a good individual and find people that are good to you.
Yeah.
And y'all.
But see,
just
the thing
build.
is, here's the thing. Here's what happens when we tell our kids, we give them participation trophies.
Yeah.
And we tell them that everybody get an award.
Yeah.
Because everybody's not going to get an award. Everybody's not going to be able to go to the Benz dealership and get a Benz. Your note ain't going to be the same note they pay. Mm-hmm. It's okay.
Your credit different than their credit.
Your credit different than their credit. You can work on your credit karma, and it's all you want. Mm-hmm. Just like perfect example, during the pandemic, everybody got the loans or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm. The PPPs.
But here's the crazy thing about this. You ready for this? Here's the irony of that. That loan was to help you get by, right? Mm-hmm. But they want their money back. So when are you going to make double?
Yeah. Yeah.
When are you going to make double? When in your if you spend 2 years of not making any money, then all of a sudden you start making the money that you used to make back, but inflation's high.
Yep.
But then you got to pay this stuff back with high interest. When are you going to pay it back?
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't designed for you to pay it back. It was designed for you to be in debt.
Mm-hmm. More and more. Yeah, it's
That's why they building nothing but apartments. They tell you got to have 3 times the rent to live in an apartment that no one stays in.
Yeah.
The housing market is like dating. You want somebody to do something and you have no clue. No one's there.
Bro. And it's about to get I'm saying this now. I guarantee from now until the next 5 to 10 years,
dude,
we will start to see the most interesting stories.
Dude, Pastor Dewey said the same thing. He said, man, 80% of these women in Atlanta by 2030, which is 5-6 years from now, are all going to be single.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see it.
So you know what that means? Being single is not a bad thing. Being single means you don't have anybody to cover you. Covering you and providing for you is not paying your bills. Providing leadership protection from you. You're going to, quote unquote, you're going to have police officers to do it. But the way it's working, they're going to stop doing it too because you want to defund the police. The laws are changing.
Yeah.
You guys are going to go back to how life was the pandemic when you had people fighting over tissue.
Mm-hmm. Shit, I heard that they was talking about I know y'all heard about the draft thing.
Yeah.
Enter that into the draft for the men, and now they're starting up the conversation for.
Why do women can't go? You want to be equal? Yeah, and here's the crazy thing. I remember when I was growing up, we had to do selective service. Now I was going to the military. I did delay entry into the United States Navy. But and everybody mad. Oh, cause our son, they ain't doing shit else, making TikToks and goddamn rapping and making rap songs and shooting niggas.
Yeah. You know, we gon' I hate to say it, but we gonna need something like severe to happen to like get some discipline and course correct and a lot of this stuff. That's why I understand why they did it. But even the younger generation is coming up after. Y'all think we bad in position? Oh my God, the ones coming up after us, like the teens, y'all, off the chain. Like ain't got no home training, don't know what's going on, just be doing what they want to do, making up rules that don't even exist. Some of them can't read. A lot of them can't read, first off. So it just be like, America gonna have to do something with them. It's either Army, the grave, or incarceration. And they gonna choose one of them three for you if you don't.
And the thing is, because you don't have no skill. Because they're telling you that you don't need a skill. They telling you all you need is to have a bright idea and everybody can just work for themselves and everybody can just... Doesn't work that way. But you know who are dreamers? Dream like that? Women. You know who raised these kids to act like that? Women. Because they believe that you're going to go through all the trauma, all this fuck shit and all this other bullshit, and somehow some nigga going to come in and be your white husband and love you and do all the shit and care for you and your goddamn bipolar ass.
Yeah. Yeah. You heard it.
We're the only motherfuckers that think like that. Men know the harsh reality of it.
Yeah.
If I don't work, I'm not going to eat. And I'm not cool enough to go and meet some rich woman. And I'm gonna be like, hey, you're gonna get with me, and I'm gonna make you feel bad about being rich. Nigga gonna make you feel bad about shaking your ass on Instagram.
When Jada said, she said they be dogging, niggas be dogging them out because they ain't got. I don't know. I just be thinking like. So you got a bunch of dummies as friends that just a lot.
All the friends are the same. All of these women, all of them had the same fucking friends. All of them. If they got friends who are married, they're telling their married friends, telling them, girl, don't get married because you don't want nobody telling you what to do.
Yeah, I don't hear enough good stuff about marriage at all from marriage people.
But here's the thing: men say when you come to the shop and the guys been there who married, guys say, "I'm not gonna divorce my wife, but if this ever don't go right, I never do it again." Mm-hmm. See the different contrast. Mm-hmm. We tell you, hey, be careful of who you marry. They be like, girl, you don't need to be married. All you need is some money and shit and drop them kids off and you good because you get to go hang out. Mm-hmm. Because you get to go fucking hang out.
We always want to hang out over responsibility.
Because you want to fucking hang out. I'm so fucking tired of this shit. Bitch, you want to hang out? How you want to hang out and you barely got somewhere to stay at? You barely got something to drive. And you and your friends worry about fucking hanging out. Mm-hmm. Now, that shit cool when I was 21. But at 44, 45, that shit sounds stupid.
Shit, even in my mid-20s, it got old.
Hey, and if you around me and that shit is an inkling in your mind, I don't need your stupid ass around me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, when I talk to my friends, I talk to my bro, we do not talk about that shit. We talk about, man, yeah, that was a good time back then, but nigga, we on some other, we on something new now. Mm-hmm. And we ain't, cause I want to create businesses, and I want to create businesses. No, I just want to live in my grown man life. Mm-hmm. Create my business, get in my business, get my check, get my business. Cause he got 2 LLCs.
Yeah, the spike in the entrepreneurship world is so crazy to me. Even when we look back on it, I'm pretty sure there'll be statistics of people starting businesses and all that stuff, and just like the numbers. I'll be interested to see that in maybe 5-10 years from now. But yeah, no, it's nah, you ain't tell no lie.
Yeah.
You ain't told no lie, man.
That's what Chad was saying about the grandma. That's what I'm telling you, man. And we have those conversations with each other, but we don't believe the conversation.
You think so?
We be like, well, that ain't. I don't think that's. I don't think that's true. I think somebody lying because that ain't true because I don't see it.
Yeah.
You be like, oh, okay. Hey, oh, okay.
All right.
He said best. We're making lag or make it cry.
Every time.
There's gonna be a lot of uncovered motherfuckers out here. Provision, protection.
Yeah. And I'm starting to see it already. Even girls that I was when I was a flight attendant. Because I was in my 20, I was 24 when I started flight attendant. So done when I was 30. I've watched the first generation of those, like, oh, independent women, and oh, my nigga, he on the way. God gonna send me this magical nigga. Like I just
10 years later.
I just got a whole fast.
10 years later.
I literally watched them transition into 40.
10 years later.
Literally watched them.
Motherfucker be 50-something years old talking about some God, I'm waiting on God to send. Bitch, you about to be. You about to be in the fucking singles ministry.
You are the singles ministry. Like,
God. Like my homeboy gonna send me Pastor Jamal Bryant, and I like Pastor Jamal Bryant. I like his word, but I don't like him on these podcasts because on these podcasts he get the motherfucking pandering. Oh, because the brothers be no nigga. You was able to do that because you was a child prodigy. Every nigga ain't you. Talk your congregation. Talk about the niggas who was shitting on by all these quote unquote women. Talk about the niggas who accept these women with these goddamn 3 and 4 fucking kids. Trying to goddamn be good to her, and all she think about is how she used to goddamn have fun somewhere. Talk about that shit.
she trying to worry about her glory days.
She talking about Brett Favre.
You gonna steal the money from the welfare people too, ain't you? I know you is.
Brett Favre. The fuck? Serious,
Hey man. Y'all,
I'm serious, bro. I'm serious. I hear it so much, and at my age, you be like this.
yeah. Oh yeah.
They for real?
Yeah. Even when you go out now, I still be shocked at the amount of old people that be outside. Like, and I ain't talking about outside like, oh, they at like a jazz in a park or something.
Man, take your ass home and goddamn raise.
Where the young niggas be at.
Man, take your ass home and be with no grandchildren. Because back in the days when you was an old nigga, and they used to be like this, man, Papa, sit down. But Mama out there kicking. Cause she look young. Bitch, them knees is no man.
They about to buckle.
You better knuck if you buck.
You know, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Call up Diamond.
It's gonna be sad out here. It is so sad out here. Every time I go, I be like, it's majority older people.
In the club.
I be like,
You just there.
And then the crazy thing is, like, it's little. You know what going out is like. You remember when like social media came out, all the older people wasn't on it. It was all the young people was on it. The old people was like, oh, I don't get all that. What y'all do? You know, all that stuff.
Wrong.
And then the old people got on it, and the young people left.
Wrong.
That's how going out is now.
You know what though? And I know that. And that's why me and E talking about shit this morning. He was like, bro. He said, man, you got love hate relationship going out. He said, you go out because you don't really have nothing to do, but you hate it. I said, yeah. He said, that's why you leave early. I said, yeah.
Yep.
Hey, I go there, see what's going on, and I leave.
Get up out of there.
Because there ain't nothing in there for me.
Swear it ain't. I swear it ain't. I swear it ain't. If you think that you're gonna go, even when people say that, oh well, what you think that the person gonna arrive on your doorstep? You gotta go out.
And I be like this.
I don't even think that's.
Hey, have you ever noticed when people say shit like that, they ain't got nobody? Damn, Christopher Columbus, you didn't discover shit.
Where the spices? Something.
Bitch, where the sauce is at? You know what I'm
You
saying?
came back with some discovered shit. Some people there already. Okay, yeah. No, that shit's stupid funny. No. Bruh. Hey man, they ain't outside. But we just tell y'all that.
Hey, man, and then, but in all honesty, when we closing, Chad was 100% right. Be careful about these women that you trying to save, because she really don't want you. She want that goof ass nigga.
Shit, whole time.
Hey,
Damn.
MJG said it best. He said, it's funny how a hoe can make you think she with you, but all the time, she just another nigga's gold digger. And I'm going to leave it right there.
Hey man, we invite y'all to come. On that note, we invite y'all to come. Make sure y'all like, comment,
And subscribe.
Come on now. Join this movement. Come get this knowledge. Be a part of the community. Hey, we just telling you the pitfalls to not fall into.
Nigga.
Especially the young man. We get the young, please. There's so many pitfalls you cannot
Do
fall
not
into.
let the old hoes trick you. I promise you.